Fat Man School, where you at? You want to talk about that? Oh, there you go. I don't know where she went.
You
Fat Man.
remember me from earlier though about
Yeah,
the
I remember
pattern.
you from that room. Yeah, young girl. Young John. KDB. Well, I don't know what happened to where she went.
Let me see if I can find her. Think she? Where is she? She probably clicked off.
You thick though, Monet.
Thank you. That's funny.
Fat Man. I was talking to her. She hold on real quick. Let me bring this. Let me bring Devani on. So Devani.
It's my birthday. It's my
Oh, you a
birthday.
Taurus?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Thank
Oh, that's
you.
great. Can you bring my other phone, yo? Happy solar return.
Thank you.
KDB. Who's KDB?
Good morning.
Assume.
Good Atum. So I was kicked out of the chat, Nature Boy. Can you unmute me?
Who? Devani?
Thank you.
Oh,
No, that
KDB.
wasn't me.
Oh, KDB. Okay, yeah, I got you, KDB. You good?
Thank you.
All right, no doubt. Later. Queenie? Oh, Queenie keeps coming up and going down. All right, so Fat Man, you got shot, paralyzed.
Yup.
Can I get a charge
You
for this?
realize where you can shut it?
Dude hit me with a 45 in my back and it came out my throat.
Damn.
Damn. Sorry to hear that.
Yo, I shouldn't be talking, but God, it's a God. So
Yeah, it's the God.
I had a trade in my throat for a whole year. They said I'd never talk again. They said I'd never move my arms or none of that. He fucked me up.
You are blessed.
Yeah, my brother got shot in his back. I mean, on his neck, and a bullet hit his spine. But he not paralyzed.
Yo,
He
he
has
got
his
lucky.
truck and everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My brother got lucky. That back shot of paralyzed.
No, I didn't mean to say back. He got shot in his neck,
Now,
and a
why did
bullet
this dude shoot you, Fat Man?
spin in his spine.
Because he sold a car, a
Cause he
Cadillac.
what? Wait. I can't hear you. What you say?
Okay, listen. Dude sold me a Cadillac, right? It had 40s on it. So I gave dude 16,000 for the whole car. 2 days later, the car catch on fire. I had due for my money back. So we had words. Boom. He pulled out a pistol on me, and I pulled mine out, and we left it like that. So 9 years. Listen, this shit happened 2005, April 25th. This nigga came and shot me April 24th. April 14th, 2000. No, he shot me April 24th, 2014. 9 years later, exactly.
Why would he just shoot you for no reason?
I don't know, man. He envied me, man. I don't know. I don't know. It set me up. I got set up.
And why you call yourself Bruce Lee, dog?
Wait,
You trolling.
wait.
You
Wait.
trolling. You trolling, bro. You called yourself Bruce Lee on purpose. Nigga said Bruce Lee. Bro, you speak English? You speak sign language.
Thank you, Fabian.
Jayla, wait a minute. So the dude finds you how long later and then shoot you in your back? What's going
Yeah,
on? Like
9 years later, exactly. Shot me in my back.
how many? 9?
Yeah, he shot me 4 times with a 45.
Out of nowhere, just pop, pop, pop.
Yup. And he had some exclusive bullets. And he got the best bullets you could get. God kept me
Why
alive, man. I'm praising God.
It's
why do
the
you think he
comments for
did
me.
that? My nigga Paul. What's up, Paul?
Hey, what? Hey, that nigga said.
Hey, Paul.
That nigga said he shot me with exclusive bullets. Yeah, he shot me with the pop fillers. Yo, what the fuck? He shot me with the bullets and that go through vessels and shit. Hell yeah.
Hey, this nigga crazy, man.
Paul, I can't stand you, I swear.
What up, Nene? What up, Nature, my boy?
Hey, what's going on, Paul? Hey, Paul, don't come over here with that dookie talk, bro. This nigga nasty for real.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and check back to the comment, man, cause you feel, you know.
Nah, I like you, bro. You funny, but please, don't talk about dookie, man. He talk about smelling good.
Hey, I'm gone, bro. Hold on.
Hey, Jayla.
He is so funny.
How you
Hey,
doing? Where you
Jayla.
been? Why'd you leave me for so long? Where were
Guys,
you?
I've been doing some work.
They want to say hi. You covered up?
Hi, gorgeous. Where's the squad at? How y'all feeling?
Oh,
Good.
Peace, Jayla.
Hey.
Hi, gorgeous. Yes,
How
I
are
love
you?
you. Period. I love them. Y'all, look at how they just light up the camera. Look at them. I love it. Y'all are so beautiful. Yes, growing and
Thank
flourishing.
you.
Period.
Thank you.
Yes. Where's everybody at?
Here it come. Mama Aya.
where you at, Aya?
We just woke up.
Hi,
Peace,
gorgeous.
guys.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi,
Yes.
beautiful.
Peace, queen.
How are you?
Yes. Oh, look at them. Look at them lighting up. They literally lighted up the whole panel. I love
That's
it.
what I want. I want them to go live today.
Period. I love it. It's so beautiful. Oh my God.
I want.
Another one. Woo.
Hey, Jayla.
I
Hi.
want to do a
Y'all
women's
come
panel
every
today.
which way. Hey, peace, queen. Yes. All up in here. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes. Y'all, look at how they just lit up the panel. Yes. Hi, gorgeous. How are y'all feeling this morning? Well, it might not be morning for y'all, but y'all feeling sexy. Y'all feeling divine.
That's a fact.
Except for me last night. I'm good.
Feeling good.
I love it. What's on the agenda today? What y'all got going on?
I think I'm gonna do a women's panel today.
We want some content, ladies. We want some content.
That's a
Girls
fact.
want
We have
content.
all
The spiritual girls
I
want
feel like it
content.
should be a women's panel today. What you think?
Let's do it.
Whoa.
They sitting there like,
She said,
Women's panel.
they're gonna do a women's panel today. Y'all get dressed.
yay, yes, okay. Bring out
It's
your
gonna be
best
a ladies'
crystals.
day, a women's day, a ladies' day today.
Yes. Tell them bring out their best crystals.
They don't got no crystals, but you
Yes.
ready for your day today? Oh, you already dressed.
There's a lag,
Y'all get
Chief.
dressed. It's y'all day today. I'm gonna take the day off. I'm gonna eat pancakes and watch movies, and y'all gonna leave me alone.
Period.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. We doing an all women's day. It's Women's Day today.
Tomorrow's Earth Day. You know that.
Every day is Earth Day to me.
Come on, every day is Earth Day. See. I love
Lola,
it.
what's going on, Lola?
There's a little bit of a
Lola?
delay, Chief.
There's a delay. Let me.
Yeah.
Hit the airplane and then like leaving a little bit and then it'll go back to
What y'all doing today?
It's gonna be a ladies' day today. They going
I'm getting my
they
hair
wanna
done
do.
today.
Huh?
I said I'm getting my hair done today, so it is a ladies' day today.
Taylor is so pretty.
Please, no. I'm literally nobody.
Said please and no. You look like Janet
I'm
Jackson.
bad at receiving compliments. I don't know what that is. It's giving me childhood trauma.
Isn't she a host now?
Aren't you a host?
I am.
Are you taking this serious now? You taking Bigo serious?
Can I get unmuted?
You know
Can I
what
get
it is?
unmuted?
I
Hey.
feel like I didn't come into
You got
this
muted?
with a
Okay, I
plan.
got you.
Thank you.
Thank
I didn't
you.
come
You're not-
into this with a plan, and now
Liv,
it's
you're
like
not
backfiring on me
muted, Liv.
because I wasn't strategic with the time that I was going
What?
to spend
Yes, I
on here.
am. Let's see.
Liv, you got some nice legs, Liv.
Okay,
Hey, yo,
never mind.
Sola said you actually have a decent chart. Man, I thought Lola was coming up. This gonna be a ladies' day today. It's ladies' day. Y'all get dressed. This is ladies' night. It feels alright. We did the talent show yesterday. Oh,
How did
what a
that
night. It went good. We're gonna do an all ladies panel today, man. Fat man, you're gonna have to step down when the ladies get up.
Did
Yeah,
anybody
I'll
come
step
in there
down.
rapping?
Can I come
Make
in
sure.
there?
Yeah, all the ladies on the panel. All the ladies. It's gonna be a
Can you
ladies
make
only.
sure I want to come up.
Monet, you gonna be you on this? You already on here, but Monet, what are you talking about?
You talking about later?
Oh my God.
No,
Uh,
no, you already there. Just stay there.
right. What everybody's doing now?
Y'all can do an activity. I can talk whatever y'all want to do. It's up to y'all. What's up, Jay? What's up, Zay?
Hey, Zay. Hey. Thank you,
Okay,
Milan.
Nature Boy, before you make this a ladies panel, I do just want to ask you.
Oh, they're not ready yet. They not ready yet. They not ready.
Okay, I just want to know if you have prophetic dreams.
Prosthetic what?
Do you have prophetic dreams?
Prosthetic.
Prophetic.
Prosthetic dreams. Oh
Prosthetic.
yes, all the
Do you
time.
have vivid visions and dreams? And if so, is there one that you can remember?
Yeah.
How do you tap into that? Or you just feel like that was always a gift you had?
It's not a gift. It's just something that happens randomly when I need to.
I have one question. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Miss Queen? How you feeling?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. What do you think about Libras? My birthday is 9/27. I don't know what the charts are. I'm not with all that, but I'm a Libra. What you think about Libras?
As far as me being with a Libra,
Whatever.
I think Libras are cool as hell. Libras are people persons. Like Libra is like people pleasers. They want to please everybody.
Kinda, but then when we get tired of that shit, we get tired of that shit.
Y'all real masculine though. Y'all need a relationship. Y'all have to be in a relationship. You need one. Thrive in a relationship.
I've been single for 3 years.
That's because you very picky. That's because you very picky.
I've been doing me for 3 years. I don't need a relationship, but I like being right now. I like being single.
Hey, man.
Hey, gang, what's up? What's going on?
What's
It's
up,
not
man?
that I don't want one. It's not that I don't want a relationship. It's not that. But I've been cool for 3 years, being single
It's
and doing.
because you look like Mary J. Blige.
No, I don't. I heard that. Look, I heard that before. No.
You got the disco lights on, period.
Oh, yeah. Look, in my room. Yeah.
That's for Bigo. That's for Bigo. Everybody got the disco light.
I don't even gotta go to the club. It's Club Queen around here. Yeah.
What you do? Play music?
Mason, you are so funny.
Hell yeah.
J-Lo, what are you doing?
All the time. I love music.
You need to get a tripod, girl.
I need a tripod?
Yeah, you need a tripod.
No, I have. I'm about to go get it. I have one.
Well, oh, okay. Oh, is it cold in the land right now?
It is. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely like 60 right now. I'm about to get the tripod.
Yo, what up, man?
What's good? What's going on, man?
What's going on? How you feeling, man?
What's the word, man?
I see you got your locks and your beard. I see you. What we eating, Miss Queen?
Salad.
Oh, that's a salad. Okay. He said, man, cute. He's trying to get another woman.
There you go.
Man coming in here looking like a Hebrew Israelite. Let's go. Appreciate the gift. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Shalom, brother. Shalom, brother.
Wait, let me people, man. I don't know. Ride way, big brother. Don't call me another man. Why y'all so
They got you messed up, man.
they disrespectful? Then they be Jesus.
Boy, I'm trying to motherfucking
You
reach
gotta
out.
have tough skin in my crowd. My crowd is these people are like super rude. Like, I'm gonna take you out the hot seat because I feel like you can't take the pressure. They talk about people all the time here, man. Like,
Yeah, you better
I'm
have
sorry
tough
about
balls.
my chat.
Big
I promise you, we're on it. We have our shit on.
Nice good. Nice good.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is rude. Read on Cold Orange. Cold Orange means I let them say stuff in the chat, and they're allowed to say kind of like what they feel.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shauna like you. And then there's Cold Red where we block any disrespect at all. And Cold Green, anything go. You can say whatever you want.
Hey,
You say he was better than Rod Wave.
hey, why right? I went live, right?
Mm-hmm.
People coming at motherfucker talking crazy. Oh, now you want to look up the nature. You know, kids.
They gonna say you not fan, you fan.
But this, you know what I'm saying? DMs going crazy.
They said that to me too, like, oh, he come on y'all live one time and now you just like him so much. You should fucking this that. Like,
I say, man, I'm just a young.
yeah.
You soaking up game. That's all you
Fuck
talking
them
about.
people. They want to be us.
You can't get mad because I want to know knowledge.
You soaking up game.
Right.
Hey, trolling like.
What you tell him is, look, man, I don't know what he did in his past, but he gave me some good advice.
I say, I don't got nothing to do with that. You go to him, ask him.
Right.
Talk to that man.
You just let him know, man. I get a lot of good advice from him, man. All that stuff he did in his past, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I don't talk behind another man back.
Yeah. That's real. Hey, Monet, they talked about you too. That's what they gonna do. They gonna
What they say? Cause I'm on all ears. I'm with the idea. What they say?
Damn, you bringing all the good women up, bro. I gotta get you on my panel more, dog.
What they say about me?
He bringing all the beautiful
they be
women
coming
up
in.
here.
They be coming in there saying,
Because I got
"You're
too
gonna
many.
die. You're gonna burn in hell. You don't even know who this is." I'm like,
But they be
Yeah, you
What
bringing
they
all
say
these
about
beautiful
me?
women up in here. I'ma fuck with you, man. You bringing all these beautiful women up in here, man.
Oh,
What they say about me?
You a woman charm. You a lady charm. Like that.
Peace, God.
Peace. Hey, what's going on? She do the symbol up. That's what it is.
Hello. Can you
I'm cutting strawberries. I'm sorry.
can you
She said,
unmute me?
okay, she beautiful. Okay.
Queen.
I
Hello?
haven't seen you before.
Can you unmute me? Hello?
Yeah, everyone's muted. Go ahead. Yo, Nikki.
Natureboy.
Yeah.
Can you unmute me?
Where you at?
Oh, he was saying some crazy stuff in the
Number
comments. He got
7.
muted.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Now, why did you get muted?
I really don't know. I didn't say nothing bad.
Nobody never know what they did.
I didn't say nothing bad. I just didn't agree with you, so that's why.
You didn't agree with what?
With the beating a child up, beating somebody's other child up, you know? Beating someone's child up that is not yours. That's sick.
Well, keep that motherfucker away from me. He act up and be that. Let me tell you a story I had. What happened one time?
It takes a village to raise a child.
Let me tell you what happened one time. Can I tell you what happened one time?
"You get on my nerves."
Yeah,
With my ex, right?
I'm listening.
Check this out. Now, like I told you, I always pay all the bills when I'm with a woman. I'm the man. She had a son. He about 16. He got his own dad, right? And he
But it's not good because it's not your child. You can rape that child or something like that. That doesn't make sense.
hold on, man. Let me finish what I'm saying, man. Let me finish what I'm saying real quick. Let me tell you a story.
Right. Drop that.
All right, so look. So who making all that noise?
I think that's number 6.
Not number 6.
And number 8. That's number 8.
Number
8.
Number 8.
Not
What are you at the drive-through? Number 8. You can hear all that. I'm gonna drop her. She ain't even paying attention to this shit.
me. I'm sitting. I'm just sitting.
I'm trying to hear the story.
I'm gonna say the story because I want to talk to you. It's a funny story. So yeah.
Let me go on
Yeah, I get
break.
him, baby. I get him, daddy. I get him.
Okay.
Can you unmute me?
Hey.
How y'all doing? Y'all so
I'm
cute.
doing good. How you doing?
Good.
Hey,
Tired.
you look good today.
Thank you. I'm at work. I just went
You're
on break.
welcome.
I want to hear the story. Me too.
Okay, so it's somebody background with somebody talking. In the
Come here.
background. Somebody, who's that?
Somebody's TV. I hear a TV.
Somebody
I'll
TV
mute
going on.
myself. It's not my TV, but I'll mute myself.
Can y'all mute
so y'all can
yourselves
hear.
when I'm talking so you can't hear your background? You know you got a goddamn TV on. Come on.
My TV not.
No, I'm talking about the person that it is. Like they know they got the TV on. They sitting there like, hey, me. Oh, you mean SpongeBob? Oh, okay. Let me. Come on. All right. So look, right. My ex, I was with her for 6 years. She had 2 kids that wasn't mine. Now, her first daughter, when I came in the house, she knew I was daddy. Like I'm told her, like, don't play with your mama. Don't. Hey, as soon as I come in with your kids, I treat them just like they mine. It's gonna make you uncomfortable. And I've experienced this over and over again. I'm gonna talk to your kids like they mine, but you're not gonna maybe be able to take it, because I'm gonna do it immediately, because I'm a father to all kids, especially if you in my domain. I'm going to talk to your children like I would talk to mine. You understand?
But with
If you have a
respect.
problem with that, it is what it is. Most women do. So
Thank you.
first, her
You have
daughter.
to talk to them with respect, but
I
not
ain't gotta
loud
do a
and
damn thing. They got to respect me. I ain't got to respect you. Damn that. My kids know. Look, you a kid, nigga. You do what I tell you to do. First thing first, I establish with a kid, I will kick your ass. Don't play with me. Then I'm nice. See what
so
I'm
you
saying?
you say you can talk to children
Stop
the
talking
way
when
you
I'm
want.
talking. Stop talking when I'm talking. First thing you got to do with kids is just like anybody else. You have to establish boundaries. You understand? That's the first thing you got to do with kids, because they will try you. Kids know just like an animal knows. You got dogs that will jump on certain people, but they won't jump on the next person because they just know their boundaries. People are animals. We're mammals. So the first thing you want to do with a kid is you want to let them know boundaries. You have to set those boundaries. Healthy. First of all, black kids ain't like white kids. We know how we are. We hard-headed. We strong-minded. Just like our woman. We know. You know how I deal with my woman. She's strong. I gotta be stronger than my woman. So at the end of the day, I'm a strong man. So I deal with my woman firm. So I deal with my kids firm. When I'm dealing with your children, I'm gonna tell your kids straight up, and they gonna know. And if you don't let me do it, me and you is over. Like that's what. So I came in my and she let me chastise the kid because I shocked her. I told her daughter was bad as hell, always talking back to her mother. Right? Bad as hell. Her mom be like, what's the name? Sit down.
Like a lot of mouth.
Hold on. What's the name? Sit down. Ignore the shit out of her mom, still doing what she's doing. Hey, stop doing that. Stop. I just told you not to do that. Stop. No. Stop again. Now, if I tell you again, I'm going to spank your butt. Tell her again, don't spank her butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nigga, you got life fucked up. Okay. So here I come in the house. I like, what are you counting to 100? She's still doing what she wants. She at number 10, and this girl still doing what she wants. I like straight ignoring her. Okay. I'm like, I said, you don't hear your mama talking to you? And she looked at me like, she said, I said, you don't hear your mama talking to you? She said, I said, watch out. Come here. You need to open it. Come here. We got this. And she looked at her mom like, and her mom allowed me to chastise her. And I said, come here. When your mother tell you to do something, you do it. You hear me? My name is da 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 da, and I'm your daddy. I'm daddy from now on. I'm daddy around this motherfucker. And that's another thing. If I take care of your kids, I'm daddy. Ain't no baby daddy. I'm daddy, nigga. And that's another thing. I can't fuck with your kids if your kids got another daddy. If they got a daddy, it's gonna create you can't have two daddies. Nigga, I'm the only motherfucking father. That's it. If your kid got another dad, then you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have issues because I'm daddy. You feel me? And I'm just letting you know, like that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What about True Baby? That's his dad. Motherfucker, he deal with his children. That's his dad. You feel me? So that's his dad. What I'm saying to you is when I come in, ain't no, well, his daddy or I chastise him. No, motherfucker, I'm gonna treat your child just like mine. You know? Fuck that. So I came in and I treated her. First of all, I don't play with kids because with kids, it don't take much to discipline kids. You scare them a little bit, they know their boundaries. They know.
Look, let me say something though. Look, I got 3 kids.
Hold on. And with my daughter, I get right to the point with kids. I get right with anybody. I get right to the point with them. Real quick. Stop fucking playing with me, okay? Sit your ass down. Don't fucking play with me. Da, 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 da. Now, you do that quick. You chastise them, shock them. Bow. Don't play with me. Hit them hard. Bow. Oh, shit. Like, he ain't playing. You do that 2-3 times in the beginning. And when they see you, they remember that. Like, oh, shit. Like, hey, what's up? And then you treat them nice. And, you know, they might try you maybe once or twice, but they know that tone. You don't need to beat a kid all the time. A kid need an ass whipping. They just need to get hit. One good time. Bah! Oh, shit. Don't play with me. One good time. 2, 3 good times in the beginning. That's it. You don't need to abuse your kid. Just hit them hard enough to make them know, like, oh, my goodness. This motherfucker ain't playing with me. That's it. And then kids are smart. They're just like any other human being. They gonna know. They come in the room, and now with my kids, I'll be like, hey. They look, they like, when I come around, they know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to beat them all the time. They already know that daddy ain't gonna play with you. And I do that to your kids, and y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. So when I popped her daughter, and she was looking at me like, yeah, I'm daddy, nigga. I popped her without her permission. I just popped her. Like, stop playing. Don't fuck. Go sit down. Sit down right now. And she sat down. And ever since that moment, me and that little girl had to understand it. I ain't never had to put my hands on that girl. That little girl knew I was crazy. She said, she knew I was crazy. She looked at her mama. And every time I'm around, she know. Look, when I come in the room and her mom tell her to do something, she do it. Now, when I'm not around, she do what the fuck she want to do. As soon as I walk in the room, she do what her mama tell her to do. Because she know I'm not going to have that. And it doesn't mean that I don't love her and play with her and da-da-da-da-da. Here's my thing. When I'm dealing with a kid and I really go in on your kids, I don't want another man there. I don't want her to go to another man. That shit pissed me off because I'm getting feelings and I'm involved deeply with the child. And I don't want her to go talk to the other, and it's not right. And it comes up with all kind of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just is what it is. Like, just, oh, she going to her daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your mind, you be like, nigga, I'm her daddy. Nigga, I'm taking care of her. Well, she has more than one dad. Oh, so we polygamous now. Oh, man. Wait. She has more than one father. She has many fathers. Oh, bitch, you got life fucked up.
Look.
Oh, she has many fathers. What?
Look, I'm ready. Look.
Nah, nigga. And that's the biggest problem why a lot of these women are single, because when you get a good dude, you don't let him just be the father. He should be the father if he gonna be the father. If he gonna do it. That's why I have turned now into what because I've had those experiences, I have now turned into what I've turned into. For a woman to deal with me, she gonna have to give them kids to the father, because at the end of the day, I'm not, no, that's my kid. And what I say, I'm gonna treat him like my kid. But then again, guess what? I'm gonna tell you the story now. Now the 4-year-old, she grows up, she never really looked at me as her dad. I was an authoritative figure, but I really never was her, as much as I did for her. I bought her stuff, did all kind of stuff for her, because she had her other dad. She never really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never really connect with that other kid like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that never happened. But we had fun. You know what I'm saying? We went, I took them, we lived in an RV, we fucking went camping, we fucking went fishing, all kind of shit with the kids. You know what I'm saying? But she got this son. Her son was 13. He got a dad. His dad is in his life. You know, he go visit his dad for the summer and shit. So I seen him grow up after the 6 years. So he walk around, he think he a gangster. He got his pants hanging down. You know, he a teenager. He 16 now. You know, he been listening to rap music. He walking around with his pants sagging in my motherfucking house, sitting around. And look, the nigga walk around and act like he don't even acknowledge me, dog. The nigga just walking around like I'm not his dad, and I'm not his dad. So me and him, and you know, he's protective about his mom and shit, even though me and his mom is together. You know, feeling himself. He don't want nobody around his mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so we in the house one day, and we always got into it, me and him. I try to be cool with him in my house. I'm trying to get along with this nigga. I'm trying to get along with him. It's her son, so I'm kissing ass. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? You? I see you like music, yeah. Like trying to be cool with this little nigga, like, you know what I mean? And he looking at me like, yeah, I like music. Shit, yeah. I'm like, yo, come take a ride with me. I take him on a ride with me in my Monte Carlo. Take him through the hood, you know what I mean? He want to be hood and shit, so I take him around. Bro, he just don't like me, bro. He didn't take to me, right? He ain't take to me. Check this out. So he up in my crib one day, couple times. I'm gonna tell you about one time. What he did. He about 18 years old, walking around with it, like, you know, I'm in my kitchen. I come in my kitchen. This nigga in my kitchen, in my refrigerator. And don't even say hello.
Get this shit.
This nigga close the refrigerator and walk out. I'm like, nigga,
with this shit.
Nigga, I'm in my house. This nigga don't even say hi, and we just woke up. You gang banging on bacon, nigga. You that gangster, nigga. You can't say hi, nigga. So I come in the house. He walking around like, he start getting disrespectful. I'm like, yo, because I told him certain things, how I want things, like, yo, don't lock my doors. I don't like locked doors in my house. I don't like it. Want to open that door, I open that fucking door. This nigga he keep locking. I'm like, yo, stop locking the door in my house. I don't have people lock doors in my house.
No locked doors.
So guess what? He start getting an attitude. And the nigga start, you know what I'm saying, bucking him out. I keep telling his mom, I'm like, yo, you better get this nigga, I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. He need discipline, because he gonna wind up in prison. She like, it's okay, you know, I tell his dad, and da-da-da-da, his dad. I'm like, nigga, this is my house. This nigga walking around, he one of them, you know, walking around with the pants taken down, walking like this, trailing his hair and shit. You know them niggas that twirl their hair, the little badass adolescents that twirl their fucking hair and be twisting their hair up all the time? One of them niggas. up in my house. So one day, he started getting an attitude with me. I just, you know what? And I knew I was going to fuck him up at this time because I wasn't having a good day, and we was fueling. And you know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? I'm gonna call his dad. So I said, give me his dad number. I called him. I said, listen, man, your son disrespectful in my goddamn house, bro. And I just want to let you know that the next time he disrespect me, I'm gonna handle him. I'm gonna handle him like a man. You know what his dad said to me? His dad said, surprised the shit out of me. He said, yo, man, it's your house, man. Handle that nigga. I said, what? I said, I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna handle him. He said, yeah, man, it's your house, man. And shit, the nigga start acting up. Handle that nigga. I said, say less. So I'm walking down my hallway, and I had told him, like, yo, when I'm walking by, move out my way, yo. Because he'll see me coming by the hallway and still stand there like this. Like, just to exert his, like you trying to be masculine, nigga? Like, what is you doing? Like, so I try to walk by, and I kind of pushed him to the side, like, yo, bro, you see me walking by, right? Like, I pushed him by, like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, excuse me. And he pushed me. I'm like, yo, what is your problem? Like, and I had to come up on him, and I'm like, yo, bro. The nigga tried. Then I stood there. I was telling, like, yo, what the fuck is your problem, little nigga? He went by me and he did one of those on me, you know. He hit me with his shoulder when he walked by. Like, when I tell you I put this little nigga head through the fucking wall, he wasn't a little dude either. Like, he's a grown little teenager. I put his head through the wall. Bang! I choked him out. You feel me? I just kept choking him. And then his mother trying to grab me, like, no! And he's saying, see, Mom, I told you who he was, man. Who he really is. You know? And I'm choking this little nigga. I'm like, stop fucking playing with me, little nigga. Get out my motherfucking house. And she grabbing me. I'm like, yo, get off me, man. Fuck this little nigga right here, yo. Fuck is wrong with you? Ever disrespect me, motherfucker? He was like, see, Mom, see, this is who he really is. I took him by his shirt, yoked him up a little, threw him out my house. Get the fuck out my house. Stay out my fucking house. He stood outside the door, walking back and forth and shit. And she like, oh my God, I can't believe you touched my son. I said, bitch, I'll beat your ass too. You better get the fuck out with him. And don't you ever disrespect me in my motherfucking house. And she said, oh, well, yeah, shut up. Don't you disrespect me and let your son disrespect me too. What the hell I look like? I'm a grown ass man. I work hard. Come home, I ain't trying to be disrespected by no little nigga. And ever since then, I just never really got along with other people's kids, man. You know, and to me, I realize, you know, kids want their dad. They don't want you, nigga. They don't want you. You're not their dad. My son to this day, he don't want you, nigga. He wants his father. When my son, this is what my baby mother say. Every time I bring a man around, he starts talking about his dad. My dad is this. My dad is big and strong, and my dad is big and strong. My dad can beat you up. Like, this is what my son does to other men when she brings other men around. My dad can whip your ass. My dad's bigger than you. My dad has more muscle than you. You can't beat my dad. Shit like that.
But would you allow that some other men would beat your son up?
If my son disrespect a man in his home, you deserve your ass whipped. Look, my rules don't just apply to me. My rules apply across the board. You feel me? If you disrespect, and I tell my daughter, I would raise my daughter in a way that she would be a queen. Like, she would be raised that there's certain women, they conduct themselves that all men have to respect them. You know what I'm saying? Then there's other women that are bitches and get disrespected by dudes. You know this in life. There's people there's women out there that all men respect. They got you the way she carry herself. So if I'm gonna raise my daughter, people are like, what if somebody did that to your daughter? Now, nigga, I'm going to raise my daughter to be a Lauryn Hill. I'm going to raise my daughter to be a Mary J. I'm going to raise my daughter. Have you ever thought about disrespecting Mary J or Lauryn Hill? No, because they thorough. They move in a certain way. She's going to be educated in a certain way that anybody that come and counter with her is going to be respectable. Now, if you put your hands on a respectable woman, anybody going to kill you for that. Niggas going to protect that queen. But ain't nobody about to protect this hoe. She belongs to the streets. So it's different kind of woman out here. Y'all talking about, oh my God, the abusive woman. Most women don't deserve respect.
She belongs to the street.
Only women and ladies that carry themselves like ladies deserve respect. You have to earn that shit. Like, you can't come in here being a bitch. Well, bad being combative. Well, I feel like that. I'm going to call you what you are. You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're just being a bitch. A lady could never get disrespected by a man. That just don't happen. The magnetic field don't match. A woman that knows how to carry herself could never be disrespected by a man. Did you hear me? Because the way she carries herself. If you're being disrespected by a man because of how you're carrying yourself, stop feeling sorry for these women out here and hold them responsible. You feel me? Because you wasn't raised right. You want to bicker and argue back and forth with a man and get into a verbal altercation with a man and expect it not to get physical. You're fucking retarded. Because you're fighting the man verbally. It can get physical. You feel what I'm saying? But a lady ain't worried about arguing with a dude. She's going, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he ain't arguing. Like, you think you about to disrespect Erykah Badu?
We don't do
that.
No,
why? Because Erykah Badu, well, the old Erykah Badu or Erykah Badu, period, is not someone that you look at and no one disrespects her. Why? Because the way she carries herself. Jill Scott. And these women are not loudmouth, combative. They're very elegant. They carry themselves with a certain elegance and energy. So that you have to, when I'm out in public with my wives, they bow to my wives. People be in the street bowing to my wives because of how I have them dressed. They're natural, they're beautiful, they're elegant. They always dress in African cut clothes. They always look elegant. And literally anywhere we go, they bow to these women. And they don't even know them just because how they carry themselves. I make them carry themselves like that. And if you ever met me in real life, you would show me respect because at the end of the day, the way I carry myself and my energy in real life is different. You feel me? It's different. When you feel my energy in real life and I ain't speaking, I come into a room, you're going to be like, well, who that? You're going to feel my presence because I'm something different. So it's the way you carry yourself that gets you respect off the gun bus. Any woman that comes on this app and gets on another nigga panel to argue her point is a whole nigga. And she's being a bitch. She's being difficult. What is the definition of a bitch? A female that's difficult.
But can a woman not have her own opinion?
No. You can have your own opinion. Listen, you got your own platform for your own opinion. Okay. Nobody asked you for your opinion over here. I'm talking to people that agree with me, and I just want to build with people that agree with me. I never asked for nobody's opinion. You coming over here giving your opinion when no one asked you for it. So you minding other people's business. You got your own platform for your own opinion. Right? Your own platform belongs on your own opinion belongs on your platform. That's what you have your own profile for. Now, if we're in a discussion and somebody says, well, what do you think about it? And then they're like, well, I feel like this, and I have to respectfully disagree, and I feel like this. Nobody asks you for your opinion. Speak when you're spoken to. And that's another thing. These are the things I would teach my daughter. My daughter, I would say, never get involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business, sweetheart. You understand? You use your platform to put out your opinion, and you mind your business. You don't go on other people's platform telling people what you feel and how you feel. What you feel don't matter to them. It matters to the people that agree with you. So you get on your platform and you mind your business and you put your opinion on your page. But if you got to argue, oh, I don't agree with you. Why? If you don't agree with me, then go on your page and maybe bring up an argument about what Natureboy said and how you didn't agree with it. Why you have to come in and argue with me? See, a lady don't move like that. A lady doesn't move like that. And that's what I'm telling you. So if a bitch is gonna come up here and be bitchy, well, yeah, barking like a fucking dog. She even sounds annoying.
Yeah.
It's not your place to come on somebody else's house and their platform and make an argument. That's very bold of you if you think about it. It is. And it's very bold. These women are very bold today. You know what I'm saying? It's unladylike. It's just unladylike. And we don't have that etiquette anymore. You will never see my wives over here arguing online with another. You'll never see my wives, none of them, arguing and bickering and back and forth with anybody online. You would have never seen no woman in carbonation sitting online arguing with somebody else. My wives don't do that. They don't even listen to other men. They don't. They only listen to me. So it's unladylike to go on somebody else's panel and be aggressive and be, well, my opinion is da da da. Nobody asked you for your opinion. Did anybody ask you what you? Well, I just want to come up here because I disagree with what you said. Da 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 da. Why? Who are you? Opinion doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shut up. And because life has made our women so masculine, they have to go get it. I watched it myself. I watched how a woman that was in college, freshman in college, young, innocent, not knowing what's going on in the world, a dude broke her heart. She had to go get a job. She had to fend for herself. I watched her turn into a grown-ass man. I watched this. Every woman on this panel had an innocent moment in their life. Remember when you was innocent? When you was naive? Remember? And you had two choices. Either get it and adjust or drown. And you went through that moment where you decided to say, shit, don't nobody owe me nothing, bitch. I'm about to da-da-da-da-da-da. You're going to get strong. And you became a man in that moment. Life made you a man. Yeah, it did. You had to fend for yourself. You had to hustle. You had to speak up for yourself. You had to do everything for yourself. I watched you.
I literally had to relearn my femininity, I feel like.
It was stolen from you, and y'all didn't even realize it. I see it happen. I seen it happen over and over. I see women that remember when you first entered the world and how you looked at it? You were innocent. Remember how naive you used to be? That is how you're supposed to. That is how you're supposed to be with your man. Remember how like subjectable you was. You remember how vulnerable. Like that's how you're supposed to be. In that state, you never supposed to lose that state as a woman. Someone's supposed to protect that. They didn't. No one nourished that energy. No, not in this society. You had to make a decision, and that's when you became. That's when you became a grown ass man. Like, I'm gonna go get it. You realize your environment was saying, yo, you gotta get it, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do, girl, you gotta be independent, and you gotta do this, you gotta fix your hair like this, you gotta be like this, you gotta be strong, stand up, put this on your waist, put this, eat like this, do that. They made you into a man. Society did that to you. And I watched women turn into grown-ass men. I watched them develop right into grown-ass men. And it's just sad to see that they lose themselves in that. You know, they lose themselves. And now,
how y'all doing?
Because I was going on Pretty Porter and Be More Prince. Yo, now because the woman is in this state of being what she done for herself, she done fended for herself, it worked for herself, she done, and then she gets the response out of life that she wants. She gets the respect she wants. She get all the stuff that she wants. Now, how you gonna tell her not to be a fucking woman that she is? She call herself what? A strong woman. You're not a strong woman. You're made to be. You're a man. A strong woman. That's an oxymoron. You can't be. You know what I'm saying? A strong woman is extra feminine. Is extra. You know what I'm saying? She's extra. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you should even say a strong woman. Yeah, you should say she's feminine. She's an elegant woman. She's a lady. But strong woman, that shouldn't even go together. is you shouldn't have to be strong. Your man is made to be strong. You're made to be elegant. You have a whole different function for yourself. I didn't say weak. I didn't. Don't bring strength out of it. Take strength out of it. You're supposed to be what you're supposed to be, which is everything a man is not. Look at your body, look at your body, right? No matter what you do, you still had a period. No matter what you do, you still got breasts. No matter what you do, your breast, everything that you are is made to nurse and nurture something. You know what I'm saying? So you're here to be a woman. That's your job. But society says you got to go be a grown ass man. And y'all got it. I'm gonna open up the mic for y'all. Y'all got the floor. Look, nobody want to get their opinion no more. Like, wow, nobody asked me.
I wanted to say something a long time ago. I don't even got nothing to say no more.
Because you know what? When you come over here, you can tap into your feminine. Because you're around a real man. A real man is gonna make you see. A real man is gonna tap you into that feminine automatically.
It was about the kids, and now I forgot what I was even going to say.
But this kind of woman, the very feminine ones, the men always walk over them. You know, that's also not good. Sometimes
it's not that the men roll over them. Society rolls over them. They need to be protected. They're not protected. And you gotta think, these men out here, you got your TV on, Queen B? You gotta realize, right? These dudes, just mute your mic, Queen B. Just mute your mic.
A little bit. All right, let me mute it.
Hey yo, so what you gotta understand is these dudes out here, they are adapted to what society has made women too, right? So the dudes want that strong, independent woman because that's what they've been accustomed to. So a dude don't even know what a real woman is. He like, yo, she's supposed to help me with the bills. Like, she got money. I'm looking. These dudes start to accept the fact that the woman's supposed to be strong. These dudes start to accept the fact that the woman's supposed to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want an independent woman. I want a woman that could do for herself and what? So it's like, so the woman that is soft and gentle and feminine, she's exposed to the society, that the way they shape us. And now she has to like, and it's hard on y'all body too. It's sad because a lot of y'all go get it. It's hard on y'all at the end of the day. It's hard on your soul. It's hard on your body. Just being a man and having to do all that shit is hard on you.
And it also looks like that the gay men are taking the feminine out of us, you know? They are now the feminine ones, not women anymore.
Right. Exactly. Because that energy still needs to exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're being a man, who's being a woman? The boys.
Can I ask you a question?
If you're being a man, then the boys have to be a woman. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Who just said the number 7?
Yeah.
Okay, real Prince. Huh?
Oh no, yeah, I did say that.
Okay. You said the feminine boys is taking it out for the woman. Okay. I agree with everything you saying, Nature Boy. I agree with it. I really do. But what do you think about, to me, my family is a transgender woman. And I don't think nothing's wrong with that. I'm with her 100%. So what are you trying to say? The same thing is referred to the boys too? What are you trying to say?
I didn't hear what you said at the beginning. You said something about defend a woman?
Yeah.
We need to protect feminine spirit at a young age. Like little girls need to grow up. Little girls need to grow up and do what women's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like learn how to cook, clean, be a homemaker. You know what I'm saying?
I taught my daughters that. Yeah.
And not have to worry about going to do the hustle and bustle that we have to do to survive in this society.
I agree with you on that.
This would reverse the effect. But there's so many women that have no protection. They gotta go get it.
Yeah.
Straight out of college, they put you right in college. From high school, they put you right in college. You have nobody protecting you. They drop you off at a fucking dorm room.
Yeah.
Do you remember being dropped off at college? Do you remember how you felt right after high school? And it was like this pressure on you to do something with your life. Yo, they did that to you, bro. They did that to you. Society has made you that way. That's not normal. That's not natural. They took your innocence away.
That's true. That's real true. I agree with that.
I watched it happen. I
Mm-hmm.
watched little girls turn into grown ass men.
True.
We need to make a book called Girls to Men and talk about how society makes females have to be men to survive.
Had to do what the men have to do. I agree with that. Cause I know, I'll be honest, like when I came out of college from getting my first business degree, um, it was like, yeah, I got my degree, but it was like I had to hustle and bustle though. Like I had to defend just like a man. I had to
Yeah,
do
you
what
had to
I
get it.
had to do.
It was every man for themselves out there. You got to
Yeah.
go get paid.
Yep, and I made a vow to myself that my two daughters would not have to do that. I wouldn't make them do that. They women, so they start off from a kid, like you said, on up learning responsibility. My daughter is 20, well, she moved out my house when she was 18 years old, and my other daughter is 18. My older daughter be 21. The other one just turned 18. And I was
They
just
supposed to go straight to a man. Your daughters are
yeah,
supposed to go from your home straight to a man.
to a man
They supposed to go
or
straight to a.
together.
They're supposed to be given straight to a family, like
Yeah.
a man. Like they're supposed to be preserved, and they're not supposed to go to work. The only work they're supposed to do is at home making homes, and raising children and making babies. That's what
Felt.
women's supposed to be doing.
God, Jesus. God, Jesus, help me,
And
praise.
let me say something. Check this out, right? Now that we know the mindset of what they've done to females, if you had to be a woman and you have to fend for yourself your whole fucking life, and then a dude comes along saying, yo, you gotta submit to me. Dog.
She not
How?
gonna do it. Right. Not gonna
How?
do it.
How? Nigga, I already established myself. Do you see me? Most of these women right now in this panel got their own home established. When I say established, they are stable.
Yeah.
They pay their own bills. They got their own car. They got their own job. They pay their own shit, and they have learned how to do what a man can do within society.
Yeah.
And here you come saying, I'm the man. You got to respect me as a man. There is going to be a conflict of interest here because she has already established herself. So
But I'm gonna
then,
tell you this,
guess
Nathan.
what? These women, the woman's spirit is like, nigga, what you talking about?
But listen, let me tell you, my sister is 40, right? She just turned 40. Man, I'm 2 years apart. She just turned 40. She just told me, no lie, a couple days ago that she is about to move in. Her and her man, she about to quit her job, and her man about to take care of her. So what you just said, some women do that though. They
That's
really
rare.
do.
That's rare. That's very
That's
rare.
really rare. And that was crazy that you just talked about it because my sister literally said that. And I said, huh? I said, you only worked your whole life. She said, oh, well, I'm about to quit my job and my man about to take care of me. And
Now
then look
watch.
at this.
There's going to be conflict with that. I'm going to tell you why.
I think it
Because
is
she's been
too.
used to taking care of herself.
Yeah.
When someone's used to taking care of themselves, it's
That's
kind of
what I
hard
said.
to relinquish that control to someone else.
Mhm.
Appreciate it, Sonny. Good looking out, Sonny. Good looking. Hey, I see you. Hey, let's go. So look, I'm going to say this. A woman has already conditioned herself to do for herself. The only way she's going to be able to release that control to you is that she knows that you can do what she do better than she do.
Yeah.
It's because she's going to, remember, she's given herself a certain standard of life. You have to be able to provide better or just as good or better for her to be able to feel comfortable enough. And then on top of that, she's going to need extra security from you.
Yeah.
That means not only financially do you have to take care of her, she needs to be taken care of emotionally, which she shouldn't have to be, because that's where it comes to strain on men. Men shouldn't have to like take care of you emotionally, because listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Men are supposed to protect and provide. The family and the society is supposed to take care of you emotionally, but society does not take care of black women emotionally.
Right.
The man is supposed to protect you. He's not supposed to be there for your emotions. The woman around you are.
Yeah.
But you're stuck by yourself, and it's like you're in this world by yourself. So what you're asking for your man is, I need financial security and emotional security, nigga. It's impossible. What you're asking for is not possible. And this is where the dilemma comes, right? Because the man cannot deliver. He could probably take care of you financially,
Oh, thank you.
but emotionally, he's unavailable.
And then look,
Yeah.
also, like it's only in the US though. If you go to other countries, you're not gonna see that. It's a lot of women like if y'all think about it, I was talking to this China lady and I was like, you never really see Chinese people with women when they're pregnant. And she said, look, she said, let me break it down to you. She said, we're over here in the United States. She said the United States is so different than other countries. When you are pregnant, you're supposed to be in the house, taking care of the home and taking care of yourself so that you don't have a
Mhm.
miscarriage, so that you don't go through
Mhm.
things that all the women in the U.S. go through. So many women in the U.S. go through miscarriages because they don't want to sit down. They want to do it themselves. And then when something happens, they blame the man. But when the man try to get them that chance to even have that experience of having a great pregnancy, you're not letting him give it to you. So don't fight the man when you sitting out here trying to be the man yourself. You know what I'm saying? I had talked to a guy from Senegal 7 years. His sisters, they take care of the home, they cook. When they're pregnant, they don't go out trying to get these jobs that they know is going to hinder them and their babies. The
Mhm.
men take over. They're home doing what they need to do so that they can be okay and their kids can be okay. But out here in the US, we try to always put ourselves in the forefront due to household trauma, childhood trauma,
Mhm.
the moms disrespecting the dads, and then it trickle down to the kids. You know what I'm saying? So we have to put that in we have to be accountable too. Women have to be accountable for the things that men do to them due to how they treat the men. And it starts from the home.
It always starts in the home. You're right. You are
So when that
absolutely
lady said that, she was like, yeah, when I'm pregnant, I never go out the home. Only time I go out the home if I need to go to the doctor or if I gotta go grocery shopping. Other than that, I'm in the home. I'm not
She's
gonna risk
always
me or
supposed
my
to be in the
baby.
home.
Yeah,
She's
she said
always
she's
supposed
not
to be.
gonna risk her or the baby. And I
yeah.
understood that like so many women here in the States lose their babies. They lose their babies due to stress or doing things they don't supposed to do. Like if
Yeah.
we learn how to just sit down and let a man be a man for once, life would be so much better.
You know what?
And
That's what I
and
did.
also we have to understand. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Oh no, that's what I did. Same thing she said. I didn't do neither one with my kids. My child father, he was in the army. He passed away. Is since him, I haven't really done nothing. Like really, I work. I'm a nurse, but that's it. That's it. I don't do nothing. I don't think we should do stuff like that. I agree with you on that.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. There's a big dilemma here. We're dealing with a generational curse because
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
over the centuries, there's a woman that has been modified here, hardened genetically. This is genetic behavior now, right? Women actually are enjoying going out and hustling. It's no longer like, oh, it's hard on me. No, they have adapted.
They
Epigenetics
like.
shows that when a woman is pregnant, right? They take mice, right? And the mice, every time it goes for its food, it's shocked, right? They give it a little shock. So the mice, every time the mice go to food, they give it a shock. It keeps trying, shock. It keeps trying, shock. Did you know that the offspring that mouse will never even try to get that because they have already got the program that their parents got shot. So they
Hmm.
already conditioned themselves to not even go to the food at all.
Yeah.
This is amazing when you understand epigenetics and how it actually shapes and forms us. The female that we're dealing with today is happy to be a man. She's adapted to the situation. It's not even a hard thing for her no more. She wants to do it. She gotta do it. Nah, my nigga, I have to do it now. You know what I mean? Like, because we epigenetics shows that they will adapt to become what or the environment wants to. So these women today, they men. Even if you was to try to bring them into your home, try to make them woman.
And it's really sad though, because like with my family, like, I'm here in Atlanta, so Atlanta, you really have to get out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? So like my cousin, she has kids, and like she just abandoned her kids basically. Like you thinking because you have a big home, you got money that's enough for your child. No, you have to tend to your children. Like your children need you more than anything. You can't just sit here and just because they're up in age, just leave them to fend for themselves or figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's really sad. It's really sad.
It is
You will
because
never find an African woman or women from overseas doing it to their children. They're a
never.
But they
children.
don't have the environment we grew up in. We
Right.
grew up in slavery. We grew up in white supremacy. We grew up and we have molded and shaped our minds and our beings to
Right.
society itself. So we have to give ourselves a break by understanding that white supremacy and our environment makes us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they made the environment, but we were made from, we are product of our environment epigenetically. So the woman of today, they really don't need no man. They actually comfortable being on their own because the mother's mother. It would take an actual woman to be conscious about what's going on and to reverse this. But she doesn't, it goes against her nature. It literally, just like it went against her nature to become a man, she's gonna have to use that reverse. She's gonna have to feel the resistance of needing a man and put herself in a position to consciously reverse that effect, that psychological effect. So these women naturally like, nigga, I don't need you. Who the fuck is you talking to? What? This nigga's a woman beater. Fuck that nigga up. Because they're in the state of men. They're in the state of a man in their mind, and they are cool with that. They got their own jobs. They got their own businesses. They have adapted and molded and hardened into a man to the point where they want to do it. They got to do it before. So it's going to take a conscious act of saying, no, I know what the roles are. I know what they've done to society. And although this is my nature, just like when I didn't want to be a woman at one point, I went to become a man. I'm going to put that same effort consciously. This is something that has to be. This is when we talk about fighting generational curses and when we're talking about facing generational curses and not doing it for yourself, but doing it for humanity. This is not an act that will be done for self and what you feel naturally. Because always you're gonna feel like it's gonna be Sunday party. You're like, bitch, we don't need this, nigga. You have to fight that. And be consciously say, no, this is bigger than me. My daughters need to be women for humanity. But who's gonna take that cross? Who's gonna pick that unk up? Who's gonna do that? What woman is gonna go against her own nature for the sake of the collective?
Yeah.
But maybe it's
It's
strange,
an uphill battle.
In Africa, I'm from Angola, but I live in Europe. But what I see that the white woman want to be the man, but maybe we are doing what the white women are doing, be independent and be this and be that, because actually African woman, a black woman, always was at the side of the men, always listen to the men. But when we come to the Europe or other countries, we want to do what the other woman is doing. So
What's up, Desi?
I don't know. In Africa the women don't work.
Once you see what's going on epigenetically, once you see this and you look and realize like, wow, I'm a product of my environment and what my history is and what I've been through as a collective in a human family within white supremacy here in the United States, as in the diaspora of black people here in the United States. Look at what it made us to have to be. But is it natural? If it's unnatural, then it's what you see in carbonation where we're fighting, we're arguing. It's that thing that these women like Aya and Afro and all the women here in carbonation, they're constantly battling. See, and Velvet was battling it too, but she couldn't do it. So she went with the other woman, and this is where all the other women, you see them supporting her. And like, yo, fuck him. It's that spirit that has to be fought, right? And it's the nature of our women to be men now. So they're like, yeah, girl, you ain't gotta take none of that. Fuck that nigga. We do us. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be a conscious reverse. She knew that, but she just wasn't willing because it was her nature to say, I don't need you, because she doesn't. She doesn't need me in this society, but she needs me in nature, the natural society. She needs me. So how do you ask somebody to go against their own nature? It takes a special motherfucker, a special chosen sent woman to face all of those generational curses and be able to have the strength to reverse the psychology of the Willie Lynch syndrome. So it's not easy, and these women struggle with it all the time. That's why you say you see them struggling over it. They're fighting generational curses over here just to be a woman.
Yeah.
It's easy for them to leave here. The woman, it's so easy for Malia to leave and go get a job and be good and do this and do what everybody, because you're going with the current situation of what's going on. But if you came to this planet to bring change to humanity, you're going to be hated. You're going to be looked at as an outcast. You're not going to be liked. You're not supposed to be liked because you came here to bring change.
Nature Boy, I mean to cut you off, but where you live at again? You said last night in
I'm in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you in Puerto Rico? Oh, I gotta come visit you. Is it okay with 3 wives?
Now, we don't take visitors. We just don't take visitors because our path is something that's very serious to us. And like what we're doing is reversing the effects of the Willie Lynch syndrome. When you're watching Nature Boy, what you're watching is the black man taking his rightful place and the black family taking their rightful places and roles.
I think
and
that's
the women of today do not understand that. So they're looking at this as abuse when they're not realizing. They're looking at the women here like, girl, you ain't got to take that. You can leave. They got good jobs out here.
But that's not abuse. That's not abuse if people really understand it. That's not.
They understood what's really going on, but they don't. And I understand that they don't understand, so I forgive them, just like Jesus said, right? Jesus getting beat on the cross, he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because people that they don't understand. And the disciples came to Jesus and said, yo, why do you talk to these people in parables? He said, because they forever seeing, but they're never perceiving. They ever hearing, but they never understand. He said that the curse of Isaiah is upon these people. They can't really understand, even though they hear, they can't hear. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be patient with these people. Like, I just don't tolerate no disrespect when it comes to my panel. Like, you coming up here arguing and shit, I'm gonna curse you out. I'm gonna call you what you are.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I have to set boundaries even on my panel. I set boundaries in my life as a man. I'm a man. And I'm your man. And I'm supposed to be a disciplinarian. I'm supposed to be lawful. I'm supposed to police my environment. I'm supposed to control my environment. As a man, I'm supposed to do that. That's what men do. But see, when you see in the Willie Lynch letter, it says something very funny. It says that we have put the woman in an frozen independent psychological state. They reversed the nature of a woman, and they put her and they frozen her in an independent psychological state where she raises her children with the role switch. They raise the boys are raised to be physically strong, to survive in the world, but psychologically weak, meaning like you better have good grades, you better listen to master, you better not do nothing, don't be resistant, don't be psychologically resistant at all. I need you to be conforming with society. Even you alone, when you think of a good man, a sexy man, you think of a man in a European suit, well groomed, hair chopped off, well groomed in a suit with a nice build, a strong build.
Oh, not me. I ain't gonna be
that will get on his knee for you, right? But that's feminine. If you really understood what it's supposed to be, that we were never supposed to get on our knee to a woman. A woman's family, her father would fight to put us together. You understand? It had nothing to do with the man getting on his knee to marry. We marry families, tribes. You understand what I'm saying? Like your dad and my dad would sit down and talk about how our families can make each other stronger economically. You know what I'm saying? And we would put, like, I have a daughter, you have a son. It would make perfect sense. Now, if I was powerful, your dad would have to offer me something. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. You watch Coming to America? It's like that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's good. I like that. I watch you a lot of the
Ooh.
time before my other page I got.
Kind of what you talking
I
about.
like what you be talking about. I really do.
Well, it was nice to meet all y'all. I gotta go back to work.
Smell you.
They
Oh, nice
fired
to
me.
meet you, boy. Hey.
Just do.
Bye.
Nice to meet you too, love.
Smell. Huh? Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So. Oh, she said bye. I didn't even meet. I didn't even see her. Um. So yeah. Yeah. Like the roles have been switched. This is what we're dealing with. What's going on? All right.
Hello, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
How you
Good.
doing?
So.
Good. Yeah, I got a point I want to make here. Well, it's actually a question.
Mhm.
Um, so a lot of this, do you think that it's cultural beliefs? Based on the culture that you're being reared in, that girls should be raised as little girls and boys, raised to be rugged and play sports, and girls to baking and cooking and sewing and all of those things like that. I mean, because if you think about it, um, the brain, it really starts in the brain. Brain development is determined by what we do. And so unconsciously, adults usually steer their children towards certain activities based on their gender. And I do agree that little girls should learn how to cook and clean and take care of their homes and all of those things. But I think because society today, when it comes to men, little boys are not taught to be men as little boys. And so women, when little girls grow up and they become adult women, then they kind of feel like, well, hey, they don't know what real men are supposed to look like, maybe to be able to take care of them so they can fulfill their role as the wife or as the woman in the home. Does that make sense?
Right. Right. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. I feel like it's both ways. Society has made the male feminine in the sense of psychologically, not physically, but and then even psychologically turns into physical, right? Because we have the homosexual, and so yeah, you're right. It's both ways, right? Because we're not raised how we're supposed. We're not in our natural environment. Our families. If we was to ask you, if I was to ask you, are you in your natural environment? You would say no, right?
Correct.
Right. So if we're not in our natural environment, we can't have a natural family structure in order, right? You can't
Correct.
have a natural family structure in an unnatural environment. So we have an unnatural family structure in an unnatural environment. So we're not being raised up properly. When we study indigenous tribes, and we look into Africa, we see that there's tribes. It's funny because the color, I'm sorry, the movie Coming to America, it
Hmm.
has all the gems in it. Like even part two, you know, it shows you how families were put together, right? The Coming to America shows you that a wife was picked for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a family is marrying for power or for control. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or
Right.
economics. That's
Okay.
what relationships are for. The best relationships are for the survival of humanity. That's
Correct.
what it's for. Our relationships, our mating is for the survival in the sharing of information passed down by genetics through offspring. It's surviving. Everything is based in surviving, and the human cannot survive without uniting. And so we're surviving, but we're not thriving because we haven't united. You know what I'm saying? And we can't unite in an unnatural environment that won't allow us to produce a natural way of living as far as families. So what I'm struggling with over here, with having many wives, with people not understanding because of our different, you know, structures of family and understanding of how family is supposed to be structured in the unnatural environment that we're in. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing. They think that it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they don't listen to me, don't ask me any questions. I would not be publicly doing things bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be in jail. It's a reason why I'm still online. You're like, well, if he's doing all of that, why is he in jail? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I agree. Yeah,
you see what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that I do. I think that those that do feel that, I mean I think it just well, it depends on the family, because sometimes people can look at it as that children are really being straitjacketed into gender roles in early adolescence. But I think that it is very important that young girls learn how to be women. I do. I really do believe that.
But
I
where does it
do.
start? Where does it start? You can't, it starts with us. It
It
starts with
does.
you. It
It
starts with
does.
me. That's why I started this. I started this because I seen what was wrong in the world. And I'm a humanitarian. I started this so I can practice what I'm teaching. But it's been hard because society's looked at it and said, because it's not the norm, they banished it. They make fun of it. They demonized everything that I've done. You see what I'm saying? And instead of seeing what I'm doing, and I will take responsibility because I'm not the most nicest person when teaching what I'm teaching. I'm coming
Yeah.
through as an authoritative figure.
Well,
I'm
I
not
think
coming through. Huh?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I think what happens is that because of the way society is now, what we are taught is to, you grow up, you go to school, you go to college, you graduate to get a job. That's what society
Actually,
teaches now. It doesn't teach um, women should take care of their homes, and that they should know how to be good mothers and nurturers and things like that. A lot of times people think that women are nurturers. It's just natural. It should be that way, but when society is beating you in the head with you need to go to school, graduate from high school, go to college, and graduate college to get a job, that's what we're taught. That's really what we're taught now. So I agree with you. It does start with us as parents. Even if your parent didn't teach you that, if that is something that we know, if you are a mother or a parent, I think you do need to make sure, as you have daughters, that they know how to cook and clean and take care of their home. And I think if you have
Hey,
sons,
appreciate it, Shorty.
that they need to be taught how to work and how to be men. But I don't know. I just think that because there's a cross somewhere, there's a disconnect somewhere along the way, that some women do or maybe forced to get out there and work and have to get it done. You
Well, what I
understand what I'm
said,
saying?
what I was saying was that what I was saying was that it's a genetic thing. We are now dealing with uh, a genetic mutation here. Like
Mm-hmm.
what I mean is society over many years have made us into what we are. We have shaped and formed by our environment, our
Yes.
psychological mind, our psychology, the way we think, the way we act, the way we eat, everything has been shaped by what we've been through. We've adapted
Yes, that's it.
into our ignorance. So now our nature, what comes natural to us, is
Mm-hmm.
our own oppression.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It said it in the Willie Lynch letter. It will run on its own axis. It would orbit on its own axis. So basically, they don't have to do anything now. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing here is I'm educating the men around me, the ones that are willing, the women that are willing, and we're actually sitting here trying to come from a state of slave mentality back to an original way of mentality. When you see polygamy here, when you see the things that's happening as far as like, but it's not easy, right? Because if you say I want to be a boxer, right, and you go out to be a boxer, you said I'm going to be a boxer, you're going to be met with challenges. If you say I'm going to open up a business, it's not going to. They say the first year of having a business is straight failure. It's learning from your mistakes. There's
Right.
no guideline for our healing and coming out of our oppression. We're practicing it, and people are taking what I'm doing and literally demonizing everything that I do. And I have to continue to be strong. So excuse me if I'm a bit defensive, if I'm a bit. This has been happening for years. Like they take every little thing I do and make it wrong. You know what I'm saying? They criticize everything I do and then call the cops on me. So I'm a little bit cocky because I have to be strong because I know what I'm doing is right and I'm trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so
I get that. I
Right.
get that. And I see, and it's okay. I think it's okay to be cocky. I think it's okay to be headstrong. I think it's okay to be those things. I think from the outside looking in, because Bigo is normally not an app that I would be on. And I don't know how, it was a pure accident how I got led to Bigo. Totally just an accident. But since being on, I kind of listen in and I kind of sit behind the scenes and I listen, I take in a lot. But I think from outside looking in, the reason people demonize you, I think it's because one, they may not agree with the lifestyle of being polyamorous and I think, I mean, that's your choice, and if women choose to be with you in a relationship like that, then so be it. But I don't think you should be demonized if someone disagrees with you.
Right.
Because that's what you do. That's what the women that you are with, they chose to be with you.
Right.
You're not making them be with you. And so I think the reason people demonize you, I think it's because they are in disagreement with the way that you may treat the women or say that you do or what you will do if they get out of line, quote unquote, get out of line with you. I think that's where the demonization comes in at,
Right.
because they don't agree.
And
And
can I
people
say
have to
something?
learn to agree to disagree. And if they don't understand something,
Right.
people are quick to just want to pass judgment because of the lack of understanding.
take your
Right.
time.
And can I say something too? And then the biggest part that do causes problem is that when a woman get mad, she's quick to run to the internet, or she's quick to bash that man because of something she didn't like. So she caused the conflict too, because it's like, damn, we about to attack him because she said he did this or he did that. But baby girl, you stood there, you stayed there for so long. Now that you gone, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you like what you like, and when you didn't get what you wanted, you acted out.
Exactly.
It's not okay. And my thing, and this is another thing, because I like Nature Boy, like I really didn't know anything about you, so I went and did my own little, you know what I'm saying? I did my own little observation stuff like that. If he was really so bad,
Yeah.
y'all really think his daughter wouldn't love him the way she do? Kids are scared of people that is evil, mean, and you know what I'm saying? It's not his daughter loves him. So for people to say, "Oh, he's just evil, he's just this, he that," man, that little girl loves her dad. A
But
For
child
see,
has
what
to
sure.
people
mirror
what people have
somebody.
to do is people have to it's all about a perspective.
Right.
You have to know how to eat the meat and spit out the bones.
We on
Okay,
the outside
so
looking in. We don't
if
know.
if there are things that there may be some awesome things that he teaches
Right.
that one can really use in life to grow, but then again there may be some things that a lot of people are in disagreement about the lifestyle. So you have to be able to say, okay, what's the bigger picture here? That's when you're talking about perspective, the way that you see things, the way that one sees things, their perspective of it. You have to be mature enough to say, okay, so these are some good gems. Let me get the nuggets that he's dropping, and then for the things that I don't agree with, okay, I don't agree with those things. It's okay. It's okay, but I don't think that you should allow the things that you disagree with cloud you or put you in a state of not being able to receive the nuggets, the great things, the good things, the knowledgeable things that he may be putting out there.
And can I say this? Can I say this? All right. I feel that the things that are triggering, things that I do trigger the issues, the underlining issues that we have unresolved in ourselves. This is why I have an effect. I feel like this is why I'm chosen, right? Because I'm controversial, because I trigger the things that are unhealed in people. You understand? So no one's gonna get that much upset with anyone unless they had related to it in their own way. I think that I trigger my people into things that they need to look at within themselves, and because it hurts them, because it taps in and triggers their traumas, they lash out.
Right.
They lash out because they're being triggered. The traumas are being triggered, which is an actual key thing for us to look at. Nature Boy triggers your traumas, things
Right.
that we need to look deeper into ourselves and say, wow, I don't even know this man. How can I get this upset at somebody? Because Nature Boy triggers your traumas. And these are the things that us as a people need to work on in
And
our
then
relationship.
and
I
then with
think
some of
that
these,
Because I'm gonna say, this. Even if Nature Boy was an abuser, we don't just beat Nature Boy up. That doesn't solve the abuser. That doesn't solve it. We have to ask, why would a black boy grow up to be an abuser? We have to look deeper into it,
that's
right.
right?
good.
But
That's good.
And
it's
then look,
Yeah.
and
so
then
easy to
also
throw.
it then also like I had, so when you had your panel for that 10 hours, like if y'all was over there for them full 10 hours, y'all would have understood Nature Boy so much better. Like you could really see, you know what I'm saying, for 10 hours, you can start realizing who a person is. You know what I'm saying? So I was there the whole 10 hours. And then last night when you was on TKO's panel, like I grew so much respect for you because he said it, you know, he admitted, he said, look, I'm not a people person. He said, I'm not a people person. He said, I'm not a person that look, being on this app is softening me up. I'm starting to be more sociable. You know what I'm saying? Give him a chance to find himself within that social life.
I also
Right,
I want to add
because
to that.
if I'm a bad person, right? This is what I
Mhm.
always say. If I'm a bad person, right? Then how is your response to me good?
Right.
Well, you said something that I thought was really profound. You said if you're looking at a person and you see them as an abuser, instead of bashing the abuser, let's look at the deep thing. What something may have occurred, some type. You said you triggered traumas. I love your choice of words because triggering trauma is real. And there may be
Hmm.
trauma that a person has buried so deep inside that they just went, forgot all about it because it was so hurtful that they just stored it away so deep inside. So some of the things that you say may actually trigger those traumas. But so when those traumas are triggered, what do you do with them? So what we have to learn how to do is it all starts with the mindset. We have to learn how to detach the emotion, the memory, the emotion to the memory, the emotion to the trauma. So I agree, you probably are triggering some traumas. But then too, you said if people are looking at you as an abuser, instead of bashing you and demonizing you, let's take a look at what may have occurred in your life, even that may cause you to do some of the things that you do. I don't think people should just bash people. I just think that people should be loving and understanding. And I'm not saying that I'm just this person who just loves everybody, but I just look at people. There are situations and circumstances that we will never know with everybody on this panel or
Right.
everybody that's listening. You don't know what a person has gone through in life. You don't
Oh, right.
know. You just do not know. So those things may have uh, uh, um, uh, cause them to be the way that they are as adults. We don't know what things may have occurred in a person's childhood
Right.
or when they were younger to have made them act the way that they act now or react the way the way that they react now.
Right.
It just can be so much deeper than what you really understand
Right.
or
And then I
know.
was talking about this last night. Sorry, Nature Boy. I was talking about this last night. Being on this platform, even though we're in different parts of the world, we can actually sit here, see each other, talk to each other, and really get to understand people. You never know what's going on outside this app. So to see somebody like Nature Boy that you see all over YouTube and stuff like that being bashed, and then you come and talk to him, you see a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good app to actually learn people because being on on YouTube and stuff like that, they cut out the good parts and put the worst part ever. They edit and put the
That's
worst
true.
part
Truth
ever. But
moment.
me,
A
like,
They
truth
take a
moment.
real, ooh.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
a
Like
truth.
I
Let
be
me tell
sitting
you
here, I was
something.
like,
A
Nature
true
Boy,
moment.
so you know,
Truth
me
moment
saying
here.
right,
A
me
truth
saying
moment. I
certain things.
gifted you one day. And someone came in my inbox and told me, "Don't gift him. Don't. He's an abuser. He treats women wrong." But all of those things. Okay, I didn't. First of all, I didn't respond to the person, but I gifted you because the conversation that I just happened to hear, though some of the nuggets and some of the gems that you dropped were really good. And so I don't know. I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't know what she made reference to. She tried to tell me to go to some YouTube or whatever. I didn't do those things because I want to get to know people for myself. There may be some things that you do that I don't agree with. There may be some things that a lot of people do that I don't agree with. But there are a lot of things that you do say that I do agree with and that I can understand.
Right. And I want people to know that I am misunderstood. For real, straight up. Like, but I like being misunderstood. I
Yeah.
actually like it. You know what I mean? Because it makes me feel sane. Because I feel that most people can't understand me because I like many, not very few others, should I say, have been gifted the ability to think right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Know how to think. Everybody thinks, but not everybody knows how to think. Critical thinking takes mind power, meaning it is easy. Most human beings, it is our nature to take the pathway of the least resistance. It takes a person. It takes a person that is a leader, someone stubborn, someone resistant, strong-minded, strong-willed, to actually think outside the box. It takes assholes, what you would consider an asshole, to actually think on their own. Like, no, you know what? That doesn't make sense to me, rather than just follow the herd. It takes strength. That's not easy to come by. And I'm happy to be a part of that small society. Okay? So when people don't like me, I'm like, fuck y'all. Like, yeah, I go even harder to piss those people off. I look at myself and the small group of people that are like me, like the immune system. And the rest of these motherfuckers are cancer. And we're inside of a whole bunch of cancer, right? And you wake up and you know everything is wrong in this world. Everything, once you figure out everything is wrong in this world, then the people are wrong. Then you do not give a fuck. You walk in authority. I walk in that authority, and people are very offended by my arrogance, but you would have to be arrogant to even get outside of that box. So the very thing that you don't like about me is the very thing that allows me to be free. So it takes an asshole to be a leader and push people to look at things in them that they need to face. And Natureboy is a big ass message from the universe within our Black community to look at things that we don't want to look at. And when you see people so emotional about Natureboy, it's because Natureboy is a message that triggers something within us that we need to look within ourselves. For instance, what's his dude? George Floyd. What happened to George Floyd? Are we looking at it on the surface level? We just want the police officer locked up? Or are we going to look at it for what it is? You were still a nigga. And you will always be a nigga. Even if they lock that officer up, let's look deeper here.
Yeah.
It means you're still a nigga. And even if they stop pulling us over and putting us behind bars and doing what they want to do anyway, in the back of their minds, you're still a nigga. You're nothing to them. But we shape and want to think like them and be like them and dress like them and act like them. Why? Because you know why? We have no identity outside of white supremacy. And this is the deeper message of George Floyd that we're not getting. All we want is revenge. We want justice. Because justice says we'll be able to walk around and be safe house niggas and safe slaves without worrying about motherfuckers doing what they really want to do to us. But now we know what they really feel about us. I'd rather a nigga choke me out and show me I don't like you, nigger, than to smile in my face and say, yeah, sure. And then in coerce ways, polite ways to say, fuck you. That's what we're asking white supremacy to do. We're asking white supremacy to be way more nicer in neglecting us, way more nicer and not giving us equal rights. So we'll lock him up. Okay, we won't put our knee on your neck. We'll find another way. At what point do we say do for self? The message is get the fuck out of these white people's face. Stop trying to be white people and let's build our own. That's the message. But do you think people care about that? No. All people care about is that he went to jail and we got justice.
You know, Nature Boy, I want to briefly talk about, you said you like being misunderstood. You know, I don't want people, you know, don't underestimate the benefits of being misunderstood, because, you know, a lot of times when you're misunderstood, it means that you are definitely on the right track. And when you think about what I'm saying, you know, when there are two sides to an issue, the person that's being misunderstood usually sees the third side. Okay, because when people see a certain number of sides and they want to argue about them, then it usually means that none of them are going to be good. And additional viewpoints always have a better chance of being right. And even if you're not on the right track, what you're saying is going to be valuable. It is going to be. And it opens my eyes to show me who they really are, then I don't have to pay attention to them anymore. So don't sleep on the benefits of being misunderstood.
Absolutely. And I'm with that. I'm totally with it. Because at the end of the day, I realize that I'm before my time. And when you're before your time, that's how it's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be hated. You're going to be disliked. And most people will conform because they don't want to be disliked. You got
Absolutely.
it right. You got it right. So to go back to you know, the generational curses and us reversing those effects, the woman has to get into her role. But how? What woman? These women today are willing to consciously say, I'm going to play my role, my natural role as a woman. I desire to play my natural role as a woman. What's up, Cherry? I mean, that's so difficult because it goes against your nature. I mean, what you naturally want to do is do your own thing, right? And so women come to me and I'm like, they try to face those generational curses, but man, it always ends up like, you know, with Velvet, it was like, fuck this shit. And it's now she releases that pressure from going against the grain. And she's like, oh, I felt like I left a cult. I couldn't be myself there. That was the point. The point was not to be yourself there. You see what I'm saying? Like, the point was to fight it, to consciously reverse the psychology and the effects of the Willie Lynch syndrome. You would have to not be what you naturally want to. It is, and it's for humanity, right? So that our children's children, we have to reverse this Willie Lynch thing. What I've learned, I went into the jungle, right? And I lived in the jungle. I lived off the jungle. I've been in the jungle. I've been out there, and I've learned. What I've learned was I became God. I became everything, and I knew that I was everything, and everything was me. But then I came back into my finite self, as I was infinite, and then my finite self became infinite, finite. Now I'm in my finite self. You become Christ, you know that you're everything, and when you come back to yourself, now you realize, oh, I got a mission. What is your mission? Is your mission to save the planet? No. Is your mission to save the trees? No. The trees are fine. The earth is fine. Humans are too small to destroy the earth. We can only create some kind of effect that will make the earth destroy us. So you can't destroy the earth. The earth will create some kind of virus, just like Corona, to make you sit your ass down. Corona sat the whole world down. That's how little and small humanity is to this planet. Corona shut the whole, this little virus that you can't even see, shut the whole humanity down, made us crippled, almost collapsed the economy. You're nothing. You're a speck to the planet. You can never destroy this planet. That's what I've learned. So the only thing on this planet that needs help and understanding is humanity. Humanity is the only species on this planet that is not living with the equilibrium of the planet. So my job now and my message is to help the mind of humanity. And I say humanity, I'm a black man. I came as a black man to talk to black men, to the demographic of black men. And when I'm talking to black men, let's narrow it even more down. We're talking about the relationship between the black man and woman, and we're talking about home. This is where my work is. My work is the psychology between how men think and how women think, to heal that, reverse the roles, put them in their natural roles, in their natural settings. We have healing. That's the only way we change the world, is through our relationships. Harming nature harms us. We can't harm nature or we'll be dead as a species. Simple. We say that we're smarter than animals. How, Sway? How? Because animals know how to survive. We don't. Look at how we trash. We got plastic and trash and so much carbon in the air. With everything else is thriving. I didn't see no birds with corona. They don't got masks on. I ain't see no squirrels with masks. We the only motherfuckers walking around with masks. The deers, the goddamn lions and tigers, all over the world. Ain't nobody got a mask on but us. Ain't that some shit? No, did you see a bird with a mask on? You the only one with a fucking mask on, bruh. I mean, come on, think, bruh. Think outside the box. We're the only species on this planet walking around with masks on and shit, disinfected. You think we're smarter than them? How come they're not dropping dead from corona? Don't they have lungs just like us? Aren't they flesh just like us? Corona ain't affecting your dog? Motherfuckers outside with masks on, but they dog just sniffing away. Like, I'm trying to understand this shit. I'm trying. And you could, and Styles P said something very smart. You could smell a fart through a mask. Yo, who is the mask really protecting us? This is retarded.
Natureboy.
It's just real. If I could smell a fart through the mask, yo.
Oh, let me tell you what happened to me.
Can get through that motherfucker. I'm pretty sure.
Let me tell you what happened to me, right? You listening?
Yeah.
So I was at Walmart, right, the other day, and I think a Mexican had walked past me and farted. So why that motherfucking fart go under my mask?
No, it went through your mask. Your mask is letting air through, bro. You can smell your fart, so you know, like, yo, wait a minute. This mask ain't working. Like, and it's like, why are they making us do this shit? It's like zombies. Everybody doing it. We gotta do it. And it's weird because it's like, look at all these animals. All these animals have lungs. Bird has lungs because that motherfucker gotta sing. It be your dog. They don't got masks for dogs. Why dogs ain't dropping out with corona? Lungs are lungs, right? Think about this, dog. Like, have you ever thought about that for a minute? Like, yo, everything is breathing, nigga. Everything got lungs. It only attacks humans? Come on. Come on. It's social engineering, right, Khalif? You see what I'm saying? And so we live in a world where people don't think for themselves, bro. And I might have just lost my point of the whole matter. Where was I? I was talking, huh? No, because before Corona threw me off. Oh yeah. I was saying that we have to live on to help Black people realize our connection to the earth, get our connection to each other, the roles between man and woman, and my relationships here in carbonation have triggered so many key things in our traumas that need to be healed. So anything that you see that's going on, that people talking about me, from us being molested, whether it's pedophilia, which I'm not a pedophile, whether it's abusing women, which I don't abuse women, or whether it's whatever you might think it is. What's up, Capone? Capone. No, she crazy. Hey, yo, TKO, what up, dog? Peace, God. No matter what it is, all the things that's going on in carbonation trigger our traumas collectively in the human race that we need to look at. And I'm going to tell you this. Nobody can say they are humanitarian and not look at Black people and help them. White people swear they're humanitarians, but they came from Black people. How, Sway? How are you a humanitarian when Black people are the source and seed of humanity, and we're the ones in poverty? White people, the question to you is this: how are you a humanitarian and you're not helping Black people after your forefathers put us through slavery and gave us no reparations, nor recognition, nor apology? How can any white American, Chinese, I don't care who you are, how can you say you care, you're a humanitarian, you care about humanity, and you don't pinpoint Black people? Because Black people are the heart of humanity, because everything came from us. So if you're a humanitarian, you're definitely worried about African American people's issues and problems that they're having.
I think it's because we're today's society, again, we're all about self. And because people are all about self, it causes them to not really understand what their purpose is. And therefore, you don't know what your purpose is. You don't know how to walk in your purpose. You don't understand what your calling is. And once you remove self out of the way and realize that we are actually put here to speak life into others, to help others, and to do those things, then we'll be able to really understand what our calling is, so we can be the humanitarian that we need to be to go out and help others.
And that's what I'm saying. White people marching with us, that's cool. We see that. That's cool. But help us get our own. Help us get our own. We want our own. We want psychology. We need therapists. Black people, before any kind of war, this is a psychological war. We need therapy.
We do.
From what y'all put us through for 400 years, if you want to offer us anything, offer us free therapy. That's the first thing. If we get our mind right, we'll know how to make money. We'll know how to get land. We'll get up. Man, all we need is psychology.
Yeah. But we run from that as a people because we're taught that it's taboo to receive counseling as a Black person and to receive that nourishment of the mind. But we need that as a people. We really do. We
We
need to
giving it to
know.
ourselves, though. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
exactly. But we
we're
messing
doing it on
ourselves
our
up.
own through these
And
apps.
it's,
As much
yeah,
as we argue with each other and go back and forth, it's therapeutic. It's just our own way of doing it. It's the universe is
yeah,
doing it itself. We
yeah.
figuring it out. And we arguing about shit, about knowledge, and you know what I'm saying? How it's happening. I see it's happening. I just want to be a part of the change. I want to
That's right.
trigger women. I want women to get mad at me and talk about me. I want that. I want you to get mad at me. I want people saying he's this, he's that, he's this. I know those things. I'm not those things. I want you to get mad at me, but I want you to also look at yourself and ask yourself, now, what got me to this point where I'm going to the extent of talking about this man for hours? What got me to that point? What did he trigger in me that got me to the point where I'm on a panel talking about this man all day? It must be something in me that's unhealed that I gotta look at. That he hurts me to that point. Because when you're healed in yourself, guess what you think about? And you're truly healed within yourself, then there's no hate toward anyone. There's always understanding. Like, wow, that person. Because let me tell you something. The universe put the most loving, compassionate people through the most. Why?
Yes,
Because it's
yes.
through the suffering that you get compassion. Through pain and suffering, you know how it feels.
Right.
See, feeling is knowing. The people that have been through the most are the most intelligent people because they done felt it. They know. I can't judge you because I done did some fucked up shit and been through the most fucked up shit. The universe done put me through so much. I can't judge you. When somebody tell me about somebody else, I'm so understanding because I done been put through so much shit. Who the fuck am I to judge somebody?
That's deep. That's really good. And we have to stop saying woe it's me whenever we go through things in life. I've gone through a lot of things in life, and I used to be mad at God, and I really was. And you know, it's like, why am I going through all this? You know, I'm a good person. I give. I do this and I do that for others. But then I had to get to a point to say, why not me? Why not me? And what you have to realize is that traumatic events are unique for each person. Everything that we go through in life, it is never for us. It's never for you. It's always to bless someone else. Always,
Right.
because you're going to be able to go out and share your testimony of hope and healing to help somebody else get through the very same thing that you went through.
Right. And that's what I tell people all the time. The most intelligent people on this planet have been put through the most.
Yeah.
Why? Because at the end of the day, what you go through is for you to know and feel what other people are going through so that you can help them. Anytime you make yourself a victim and you point the finger, you miss the point.
You missed
Why?
the point.
Because at the end of the day, if you point the finger, you're missing the point. The end of the day is you're going to repeat the lesson over and over. And the universe got ways of dealing with people that make themselves victims. What happens is you keep getting the same shit over and over until guess what? You realize it was me.
And we got to understand that when you experience a tragedy, your mind leans towards
Mute
creating
your mic.
thoughts.
If you got mute your mic, please. Mute your mic.
That's number 7.
Okay, what I was saying, when you experience a tragedy of any kind, you have to be really careful and guard your mind, because your mind is going to lean towards creating thoughts about how dreadful your life and your existence is, and those things are going to cause you to create an identity around suffering and around distress. So, like you just said, when you're going through something, even though it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, you have to really understand the power of this too shall pass. this too shall pass. It's all about perspective. If you are strong enough and you can just hang in there, it's not going to kill you. A little bit of suffering.
So type one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I see the ones. Okay, good. Okay, now listen. Y'all know I don't rock with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give him a pity point pass, but I think he's going through something, if you feel me, where he's just too prideful because of all the fuck shit he's done for so many years. You know how some people want to be so right, it doesn't matter if they fall off the cliff. Like, you're telling them, yo, there's nothing at the end of that cliff. Don't keep walking with your eyes closed. You're gonna fall and die. But they just are so convinced that they're so right and they want you to be so wrong that they just want to walk anyway and fall off the cliff. I think this is what's happening with him. Speaking in third person, you get what I'm saying? Because who was that? I think it was the original Ox made a good point about the speaking in third person. You feel me? He wants to be judged. He likes it. Because my thing is this, right? They're not the only tribe, or since they think they're a tribe, right? Because that's not real tribe shit. But his ideology, right? There's tribes in Africa, there's tribes all over the world, right? They don't feel women are lesser than. And his whole ideology about the child belonging to the father, that's not true in tribes that he's trying to fashion himself after. You understand? Like the mother is mostly the one that deals with the child. Both parents deal, but the mother is the nurturer. So I don't know where he gets this whole idea that the child belongs to the father. And then by saying that, like, what if the father is a pedophile? You understand? What if the woman got the child because she was raped? So you mean to tell me that child would have a better life and a generational curse and whatnot or whatever will be broken if it goes to the dad? Like that makes absolutely no fucking sense. You understand? Like I'm a daddy's girl. You understand? Like I have both my parents or whatever, but my father, like my mom, she did her part, but my father was more the nurturer. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I spent more time with my dad. I'm more like my dad because of that. Because his whole thing is like, oh, all children are like their father. No, you're like the parent that you spend the most time around in your okay, excuse me, y'all, because sometimes I can't pronounce words, your formative years. You understand? So he don't even believe half the stuff he's saying. And it's like, I'm glad that I let it play out because at the beginning I just was on some shoot 'em up, bang bang, fuck this dude. Like you understand? But towards the end, it kind of sounds a little sad. Like you understand? Like I don't feel sorry for him. So me saying this, please don't misconstrue it because he has a lot of things to answer to and answer about and answer for. So he doesn't get no pity pass. He really don't. But he needs some help. You understand? And I think he's just so deep into this shit that he don't know how to. Cause he probably thinks everyone's gonna laugh at him, like, yeah, nigga, you said Which don't get me wrong, there are gonna be a lot of people that are gonna feel that way and they're gonna mush it all in his face. So I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. But I think he really wants to be normal. Okay. He wanna be just like us Babylonians. You understand? Because that's what he's been doing. Everything he does is centered around Babylon, whether he wants to believe it or not, right?
You in the jungle per se, but you're in the jungle in an Airbnb. Airbnb was made where in Babylon, correct? Like you understand, there wasn't no Airbnbs. And hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. But everything that he uses in order to get these Bigo beans, where was Bigo created? Babylon. You understand where if you really feel Babylon is so jacked up, Kamani, listen, don't be rude. Mommy trying to talk. If it's so jacked up, right? Why can't isn't there technology that you could just make your own like way to get Wi-Fi? I don't know. There's ways to do stuff where you don't have to be on the grid. You understand? Where you just started a garden a couple weeks ago. So as far as eating off the land, that's bullshit. The only thing they're eating off the land are mangoes and bananas. No, that is not. There's no chickens in their backyard. It ain't none of that shit. And most of these tribes, like in the Amazon and Africa and stuff, what do they build their houses out of? Whether it's the stuff from nature like sticks and shit or mud bricks. You understand? That's not real. And that's the thing where it's the whole hypocrisy that makes me judge him and crack jokes on the rest of them because you're snooting your nose up about us that we're not connected to the earth and we're not this and we're less than y'all and blue blah, we're stupid, we're dumb. You understand? But you do everything that we do. Just, paint it in a nicer bow and act like it's something different. You put a little feather in your hair and act like you're doing something. Okay, if y'all can hear, King Kamani is in here. He wants to be down. He don't know what he's talking about, but let's just ignore him. Now I'm just playing. No, shoes. We're gonna go out later. Okay, Kamani, I got your shoes. All right, cool. Let me read some of these comments. Right, Ella. Like he exactly. He needs a therapist. He goes back and forth. A lot of the people that's been around long enough, they know 1 minute is this, 1 minute is not. He's not consistent on anything that he speaks upon. You said you was a vegan, then you got to be a vegetarian. Now you eat just chicken and fish. You understand? And speaking of that, yesterday when he was talking about, they fishing off the land, how many of you people seen any fishing going on? I haven't seen none of that going on. I seen a lot of beach action, a lot of coloring and painting, a lot of drinking and smoking. I haven't seen anything to show that where it's dumb and we don't know what we talking about. And if I wanted to live my life and I was tired of people judging me, guess what? I would turn off social fucking media. You understand? We wouldn't know if he was really living his life with them people the way he was. They would be someplace in West Bubblefuck and we wouldn't even know they exist. We know you exist because of you, homeboy. No, this wasn't no paparazzi move where you was someplace in a desolate island or wherever and somebody tracked you down and took a video and then boom, nature boy. No, you introduced yourself to us. What we know is what you show us. It's not nothing made up. Like, you understand? Y'all have seen on National Geographic when they go see these tribes people. Those are the people that's going to see people. That's not what happened to you, homeboy. It's not what happened. You on Bigo begging for boxes to eat and shit. Or you begging Babylon people, because as much as them people that be coming up on the panel acting like they understand what he talking about, and yeah, I get it. Y'all in Babylon too, so he talking shit about y'all as well. We feed him. You not on welfare, but you are on welfare, homeboy. Period. But they could. Right, you understand? They trying to play in our faces. You get what I'm saying? I want to see what the fuck happened with that sewing machine. Oh, i.e., excuse me. Side note, that sewing machine came from Babylon too. You understand? I really want to see what they would do if they got rid of everything, every last thing that was Babylonian. What the hell they would be talking about? It wouldn't be flowers and candy. I guarantee that shit. Nobody cares that you sleeping in a tent in a backyard. That's what every kid in suburban America fucking does. They go have little camp outs in the fucking backyard and sleep in a tent. It's a bunch of overgrown children that don't want to grow up. They're mad that their family is telling them to grow up, and they don't want responsibility. So they're mad that the world shuns them for not wanting to be responsible. So they're creating this non-responsible society. Then as far as the children go, right? Here we go. We having these abortions, blah, 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 whatever, right? Wouldn't, if he's trying to have a kingdom or whatnot, don't you need more like people? Don't you need like heirs to the throne? Don't you need that? It's gonna just be y'all, however many 10 of y'all, because I forgot, I done lost count because they got new people. Like y'all gonna just be like that all the way to the end until y'all die and y'all old. It's like that's how that's supposed to go. Like I really don't get it. He just makes no sense. One minute you like, oh, my women shouldn't be with other people. I won't have a woman that's been with other people. All your wives has been with somebody in that tribe. Okay, Kamani, gosh, don't be rude. You should at least say hi to the people if you're gonna be yelling at me. Hi, Shishi. Okay, yeah, he said yes. He said hi, y'all. But yeah, exactly. Taking fraudulent Babylonian loans, exactly. Why don't y'all take some play and make some coins and do it amongst each other? Make your own currency for Carbon Nation and use that shit. You can't see how far that fucking gets you since Babylon is so fucked up, you know? Yeah, y'all will get used to Kamani, the new people that's coming here. The people that been here from the beginning, they already know. Like he's a ham. That's what he does, you know. That's my little baby, so I don't stifle his little creativity and whatnot. You know, really breaking generational curses and everything. That's why I don't understand with these women. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a child, that connection, you don't even understand. You feel me? Like I could never like leave my son to go with some dude to live a fantasy life. You understand? Like I would hurt all day, every day. That's like with Malia. Not trying to be funny. Malia trying to act too cool for school, but I really think Malia is hurting inside. You understand that she's a shitty ass mother for leaving her kid. She probably feels that everything that she goes through with this stupid nigga when he cursed her out, beat her up, and put her in the closet, that's the karma. Continuously, please say this is not true. That he has he's a church. A church of fucking what? I see. This is what I'm trying to say. Like people be letting people do too motherfucking much at the end of the day. But he needs to just come out and go get a therapist and reprogram himself and stop hurting people, because that's what he's doing. He's so mad at himself and his life that he's just trying to take as many people down with him as possible, and it's messed up. It's messed up. Sheba, I'm tired of her strong looking ass face. I'm tired of her totally, because your son is actually there with you. And exactly, the church of chaos. You better say it. You better say it. But yeah, I'm tired of her the most out of the parents. You understand? Because your kid is actually there and your ass ain't even around. You understand? Zoka, you look out of it. I don't know what kind of pills. It look like maybe some perks or some Zans, because y'all looking real overly relaxed and sleepy, and I don't fucking know. Come on, can you be nice, please? Can you be nice, sir? Thank you. Mommy be off in 2 minutes, all right? Okay? And then you can make all the craziness that you want to be, okay? You got it? Got 5? Or he's like, he ain't jacking me. He like, no, I want to talk. I ain't giving you no 5. Right. I think she feels like this is her karma. You get what I'm saying? So she has to go through it. You understand? Because what she did. Because I would feel that way too, not trying to be funny. I would feel like everything negative that's happened to me from the day that I said fuck my kid it was warranted to me, because you don't do shit like that. You understand, to let your kid just spend in the world by themselves for a complete stranger. Because at the end of the day, this dude is a complete stranger. This is not a childhood sweetheart. Even if it was, though, it's still not right. But at least it would make a little more sense to somebody you seen on the internet that said a few words that may have resonated in your lack of brain. Because that's the thing. You can't be that intelligent to let certain things that he say just resonate that strong in your brain that you want to just give your whole damn life away. That's why I'm so happy, not trying to be funny, Kaniku, I'm glad she has distanced herself because he would dirty up her little Bigo platform. She has a good, if you're on Bigo, follow Kaniku. She got some good shit with her. Like, you know, I wasn't sure about her at first because I was like, why the hell is she on his panel all the time and why is he on hers? But I guess she got to see that last time when they all came up there like, nah, I'm not down for this program. Let me separate for you have everyone looking at me like I'm some dumbass bitch like the rest of these chicks. And Wizzy, hopefully Wizzy gets the fuck out. I'm gonna post the panel live because y'all said post it anyway. Because at first I wasn't gonna post it. Like I had it earlier yesterday, but I run into stuff and I be so busy and I didn't have time to sit down and go live with y'all. And I like to go live with y'all, you know, cause the chat is a kiki, y'all a kiki, and a lot of times y'all be dropping jewels in the chat. So I like to do it that way. But I was like, fuck it, let me just put it out on the video. But since y'all said it's cool that y'all don't mind me putting it up again, I'll put it up again because I got a lot of shit to say about the inconsistencies that was going on in that live. That live was an embarrassment for them. He should never let them go live again. And it just is what it is. Oh, wow. That's a good point, Quaisha. That is a good point. Right, and Zoka, I don't know if y'all know, like you understand, Zoka has a famous cousin, Vince Staples. You understand where he's famous, but he ain't like superstar famous. He's like one of them kind of in the underground kind of genre of rap, but the popular underground, like kind of like the Chance the Rapper type people. Like you understand where, you know, like true hip hop heads and everybody will know whatever. Like I wonder how the hell he feel about the things that's going on. Cause I'm pretty sure he knows, the world know, you know. He turned them into complete idiots. He's trying to... Right, mind, body, and soul, and it's backfiring and it's sabotaging. He's trying so hard that it's breaking. Like you get what I'm saying? Where it's like the facade, there's cracks in the armor, and we're starting to see, and the end of it is gonna be terrible. Cause like we say with the Jim Jones situation, that is something that's really may happen because he has built himself on this fake ass facade. So when that shit start cracking, what's left to do? Cause not trying to be funny. Do y'all remember? I think it was 1999 or 2000 or 2001 when the Hell Bop, the white dude that had the cult and the world was supposed to end or something like that. The Hell Bop motherfuckers, and he ended up making them all kill themselves because I guess it didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Like the world didn't end. Like you understand, they was wrong. They told us all, okay, we're gonna die. You're not down with Hell Bop. You're not gonna live. The world's gonna end. And they gave us a specific ass time that the whole shit was supposed to blow up, and ain't a damn thing blow up. So they ended up killing themselves. It's gonna be more like that, I feel, than even Jim Jones. You understand? Because he's such a narcissist and so out there. You understand? He wants. I think it would be like that. That's the name. That's the name. That's the name. That's the name. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. You understand? Because he done built this shit up to such a level, and it ain't really what it is, and it ain't coming to be true. You understand? So that's gonna be the next thing we're gonna be probably hearing about is like, well, it's time for us to download off Earth. It's gonna be some old crazy shit. I'm telling y'all. See, and that's the thing. Wizzy is 38 years old. She looks good for 38, but I think he deal with Wizzy a lot different because she's 38. Because most of them chicks is like, I think maybe I is the oldest before Wizzy came. So he can mold and play in their brain like Play-Doh. You understand? Like a lot of us females, not even just females, us period. When we was like 19 and 20 and 21, we was grown, but we really we wasn't in the world long enough to really understand or know things. You understand? So all of us have some things that if we look back, if our now self looked back at our 19 or 20 something year old self, we probably would shake our heads like, girl, why you did that? You understand? Like, or what the fuck was wrong with you? You understand? I've had a lot of those moments, those what the fuck was I thinking moments. You understand? So it's easier for him to do that to them. Wizzy, if well, I gotta put this shit up. I might put it up tonight. I'll put it up tomorrow. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Wizzy, I think, just goes along with what the fuck they saying, but I don't think she really be jacking it. Cause when they was talking about that whole the child belongs to the father and stuff, it body language and facial expressions is everything. You understand? She ain't look like she's really subscribed to that bullshit, but she like, I'ma just shake my head with the crowd because I'm here. She's not gonna stay there that long. Trust me, she's not gonna stay there long enough to no, I don't see it. It's just something, her energy, her vibe, it's something about her that I just don't see her really being 100% subscribed to it. Right. He's gonna be in his 30s forever because he gonna be on Big O forever, and Big O is just filter central. Like you don't even have to press nothing. You just go live on Big O and boom, you perfect. You understand? Cause his skin is fucking horrible, and that's another thing. I hate to clown. You understand? But if they doing all this natural living and all of these aloe veras and all of this fucking shit, they got some of the worst skin I ever seen for people that's supposed to be nature people. And that's just being real. Like their skin is fucking horrible. You understand where it's like you look like y'all eating a lot of sugar. All the shit y'all saying we ain't supposed to do because it's fucking up our body, that shit is coming through y'all pores, period. And that's all. They're not the best candidates for let's do this. Like Aya making soap, I'm straight. I don't want none of your soap. I'm alright. Like I don't, because everybody's skin is fucked up there. So I don't know if that's because of your soap, baby girl, or that is because all that Hennessy is coming through y'all pores. I don't know. And I don't think it's the Hennessy either, because I know some people that drink a lot of Hennessy and their skin is flawless. So I don't know. It might be that raggedy ass soap, because it looks like they trying to just throw stuff together. Because when you get these government loans, you have to show proof that your money went to that shit. You understand? You can't just, it's not a free for all. You just go get you a LLC and then, or whatever, and then you like, yo, I just got 10,000, 40,000, whatever thousands that you got. It's not free money. So it's ironic that magically he gets all of these clothes, he got all these chains, you get these grills, you going to the, excuse me, you're going to the bar, you're having a drink, you're eating the supermarket chicken that y'all shun us for eating. You understand? And now all of a sudden we see sewing machines. We see Zoka trying to pretend to show people how to make a garden. We seeing all of this fucking shit. Jewelry's being made. Like, you understand? Ain't nobody fooled. Because even with all of that stuff, that still ain't enough to cover no $10,000. So you better think about it. Nothing that he's doing. Where's your equipment? None of that stuff. That little bullshit ass sewing machine. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went on a rant. I totally went on a rant. So on a fucking rant. I'm so sorry. Let me breathe. Hold up. But yes, listen, we're gonna have an even better time critiquing. And also, when I put up this next live, the one that y'all said y'all don't mind seeing again, I'm gonna make it an open panel. So whoever feels free that they feel they want to talk and say their piece, you do not have to cam up. You understand? Because you see, I'm not cammed up right now. You understand? All you do is press the StreamYard link. You go on the camera thing before you enter the broadcast and press stop camera, and you can have a picture like this, or like for instance, you see Li Harden. Are you a he or a she? Before I say that, because I be fucking up. Cause your name, I don't want to be calling you a he and you a she, or a she and you a he. But I'm using you as an example. You see the L? That's what would show up here. You understand? Because I know how people want to be private and stuff, but I really want to chat it up with y'all, because it's like y'all have a lot of good things to say. He hasn't progressed. Right. And I wonder what he's using to do that. You understand? Like, I don't think it's nuts and berries. I really don't. Okay, and that's the thing. I kind of thought that at first. You understand? It's something about your name that is masculine. I don't understand. But I just want to be clear. You understand? Like, I just want to be clear. I don't want to disrespect nobody. But yes, like, you understand? Like, we gonna shoot the shit. Cause that was some stuff. I wish I would have caught the TKO, his wives and their wives. But I already knew him and TKO wasn't gonna be real friends that long because they wasn't cool before. They're just cool because they're in Key's company. Okay. Don't shut up. Okay. Oh no, you shut up. Don't tell me you shut up. Right. You understand? Like he wants to be forever young and pretend like this fake Babylon shit is doing it. He probably does, Nikki. I wouldn't put it past. Cause did y'all see? No. But did y'all see how when he was shaping their eyebrows and then and blending them in? I didn't understand that either because they're not allowed to shave their underarms, but they could shape their eyebrows. Like make it make sense. Jesus be a will. Like I don't. Okay, baby. All right. Okay, you want me to get off? I get it. Listen, that's King Kamani over here's way of saying, listen, Ma. I've had enough of you sitting on there. It's time to come play with me, please. I'm totally not with it right now. I'm gonna Ocean, thank you. I'm definitely gonna check him out because I heard like he be giving that nigga his ass, and I'm here for it. Right, they are, and it's probably because of his shoddy ass, whatever. But that live, I was like, and then he took the eyebrow pencil. Are eyebrows pencils allowed when you out of Babylon? Like it doesn't make any fucking sense. But listen, okay, Pop-Up, I'm going. Okay, I'm telling them bye-bye. Okay, all right. Love y'all. This was another dope ass live, and y'all hear Kamani say he love y'all too, or whatever. But have a blessed day, have a safe day, and stay sucker free. And I might be coming back live tonight. If I'm not live tonight, I'll be live tomorrow. Thank y'all for all the love and support. And I will see y'all soon. Well, I'll talk to y'all soon. All right.